Hey everyone, welcome back to the Lily English Cafe podcast.
Hi everyone! We are so happy you are here with us today. I'm Lily.
And I'm Joe. Today's episode is about something many English learners feel every day. What to do when someone talks to you and your brain says, "Great time to disappear."
Yes, you want to answer. You want to keep talking. But suddenly your mind feels empty, like a fridge with only one sad tomato inside.
Very dramatic, but very real.
If this happens to you, don't worry. You are not alone. In this episode, I'll show you simple ways to keep speaking even when you feel stuck.
We'll share easy phrases, real conversation tricks, and examples you can use every day.
So if you ever thought, I understand some English, but I don't know what to say next, this lesson is for you.
Let's make speaking feel easier, calmer, and maybe even a little fun. Let's go. Lily, quick question. Have you ever just smiled in a conversation to buy more time?
Oh, definitely. Many times.
Same. I do the slow nod too. You know, the slow nod that says, "Yes, I am listening, but please give me 3 more seconds."
Yes. Sometimes you just need a small moment to find your thoughts. And you know what? Everyone does this, even in their first language.
That's so true. Real conversation is not always fast or perfect. It is full of pauses, small reactions, and simple answers.
And that is good news for all of us. Because today is not about sounding perfect. It's about knowing what to say when your mind goes quiet.
Quiet, or on vacation.
Sometimes both.
If this episode helps you, please like, subscribe, or share it with a friend who also says I'm very professionally.
Is a global language, Joe?
Honestly, it really is.
Okay, let's talk about why this topic is so important. So what does how to speak English when you don't know what to say really mean?
It means you are in a conversation, but your next sentence is missing. Maybe someone asks you a question. Maybe there is a pause. Maybe you want to join the talk, but you don't know how.
And then your brain becomes a blank page.
Yes, but here is the important thing. When you don't know what to say, you do not need a big, smart, perfect sentence.
Good, because I rarely have one of those ready.
You just need a small bridge, a simple phrase that helps you keep going.
A bridge! I like that word.
Think of a conversation like crossing a small river. You don't need one giant jump. You just need a few small stepping stones.
One small stone can be a reaction like, really? Another can be a simple question like, how was it? Another can be honest words like, I'm not sure how to say this, but...
So the goal is not to sound amazing every second. The goal is to keep the conversation moving.
That feels much easier already.
Because many learners think if I don't know the perfect words, I should say nothing. But silence is not the only choice.
Right? You can use simple English. You can use helpful phrases. You can ask questions. You can buy time. And you can stay in the conversation.
That is the key. Stay in the conversation.
Let me tell you a quick story. One time, I met someone at a small event. They asked me, "So, what kind of music do you like?" Very simple question, right?
Sounds easy.
But for a second, I forgot every music word I knew.
Amazing.
I wanted to answer well, but my mind went totally blank. So I said, "Oh, good question. Let me think for a second." Then I said, "I like calm music and sometimes pop. It depends on my mood."
That's a great answer. Simple, clear, and natural.
Exactly. It wasn't perfect, but it kept the conversation going.
I had a similar moment in a coffee shop. Someone started talking to me while we waited. He said, "Busy day."
Classic small talk.
And for some reason, I almost answered like it was a school exam. I was thinking too much. Then I just said, "Yeah, a little busy, but not too bad. How about you?"
Perfect.
He answered. We kept talking, and nobody needed a big speech from me.
That's such a good example. In real life, short answers are often enough. And when you feel stuck, honest phrases really help. Okay, now let's build that skill together. Here are 6 simple ways to speak English when you don't know what to say.
6 tools for the "my brain is empty" moment.
Tip 1. Use a time-buying phrase. Asterisk, asterisk. A time-buying phrase gives you a few seconds to think. You can say, "Let me think." That's a good question. How can I say this? These phrases are very natural. Native speakers use them too.
For example, if someone asks, "What do you usually do on weekends?" you can say, "Let me think. I usually rest, meet friends, and do a little shopping."
Much better than panic blinking.
Much better.
Tip TWO. Start with a simple reaction. Asterisk, asterisk. If you don't know what big idea to say, start small. Use a reaction first. You can say, "Really? Oh, wow, that's interesting. No way. I see."
Reactions are like little doors. They open the conversation.
Exactly. For example, if someone says, "I'm moving to a new apartment," you can say, "Oh, wow, that's exciting. Is it far from here?" First reaction, then question. Very smooth. Tip 3. Ask the other person a simple question. Asterisk, asterisk.
This is one of my favorites, because then the other person talks more again. That helps you too.
Conversation is not a speech. You don't need to do all the talking. A simple question keeps the connection going. You can ask, "How about you? What about you? How was it? When did that happen? Do you like it?"
For example, if someone says, "I started a new job last week," you can say, "That's great. How's it going so far?" Easy, friendly, and natural.
And people usually enjoy talking about their own life. TIPFOUR. Use simple truth, not perfect English. Asterisk, asterisk. Many learners stop speaking because they want a perfect sentence. But in real conversation, simple truth is better than perfect silence.
That's so true. If you don't know the exact word, say what you can. For example, maybe you forget the word headache. You can say, "My head hurts." Communication saved.
Exactly. Or, if you don't know how to explain your opinion, say, "I'm not sure, but I think it's a good idea." That sounds calm and real.
Here's another example. Someone asks, "Why do you like that movie?" You don't need a big review. Just say, "I liked it because it was funny and easy to watch." Short, clear, job done.
Tip 5. Use a speaking pattern you can repeat. Asterisk, asterisk. A speaking pattern is like a safe road. You already know the shape of the sentence, so it's easier to speak. Here are a few simple ones. I think, because, in my case, it depends, but usually, one thing is. I'm not sure, but maybe.
These are great because you don't start from zero.
For example, do you enjoy studying in the morning? You can say, "It depends, but usually yes, because my mind feels fresh."
My mind does not feel fresh in the morning.
Yours needs about 3 business hours.
Correct.
Bonus tip. Repeat and build. Asterisk, asterisk.
What does that mean?
It means you repeat part of what the other person said, and then add one small thing. Very useful when you need time.
For example, if someone says, "I went hiking on Sunday," you can say, "You went hiking. Nice. Where did you go?"
That sounds so natural. Or if someone says, "I'm trying to cook more at home," you answer, "Cook more at home." That's a good goal. What do you usually make?
Repeat and build. Very smart.
Yes, you don't always need a completely new sentence. You can use the other person's words to help you start.
That takes away a lot of pressure.
All right. Now let's take our phrase tour. A little walk through today's most useful phrases. Phrase 1. Let me think. This means you need a short moment before you answer. Let me think. I usually eat breakfast at home. Let me think. I think my favorite season is spring. Phrase 2. That's a good question. Use this when you need time or when the question is interesting. That's a good question. I don't go out much on weekdays. That's a good question. Maybe I want to travel more this year. Phrase 3. How about you? Ask the same question back to the other person. I like tea in the morning. How about you? I'm a little tired today. How about you? Phrase 4. It depends. This means your answer changes in different situations. Do you like working from home? It depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. What do you do on weekends? It depends. Sometimes I stay home, sometimes I go out. Phrase 5. I'm not sure, but great when you don't have a strong answer yet. I'm not sure, but I think it starts at 6. I'm not sure, but maybe we can go tomorrow. Phrase 6. That sounds a nice, easy reaction phrase. I started dance classes. That sounds fun. I have a meeting after work. That sounds busy.
These phrases are simple, but they make conversation so much easier.
Small phrases, big help. Now let's practice. Here are some model answers you can copy and use.
Ready to use English? Let's go. Model answer 1. Someone asks, "What do you do after work?" You say, "Let me think. Usually I go home, eat dinner, and watch something for a while. How about you?" Model answer 2. Someone says, "I'm going to visit my cousin this weekend." You say, "Oh nice. That sounds fun. Is your cousin living nearby?" Model answer 3. Someone asks, "Do you like cooking?" You say, "It depends. I like cooking when I have time, but on busy days, I just want something easy."
Now let's do a mini dialogue.
Let's go.
How was your weekend?
Pretty good. I stayed home most of the time.
Oh, really? What did you do?
Not much. I watched a movie and cleaned my room. How about you?
Perfect. Nothing fancy, just real conversation. And that is enough.
Exactly.
That's all for today's episode of Lily English Cafe. We hope this helped you feel more relaxed about speaking English.
If you want to practice, write one simple sentence in the comments using one of today's phrases. For example, "Let me think. I usually study English at night. It depends. But I like speaking English with friends."
Keep it simple. Simple is good.
And remember, when you don't know what to say, that does not mean the conversation is over. It just means you need one small bridge to the next sentence.
Keep speaking, keep practicing, and be kind to yourself. Your English does not need to be perfect to be real.
Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Keep going. You're doing great.